everybody, welcome to my channel, A Fish in the Sea. In this video, I'm going to, I'll rip to that guy that just got impaled. I'm going to explain and show how I one-shot Messmer with the Euporia Ash of War in Phase 2. If you just want to skip right ahead of the gameplay, then the timestamps are going to be in the description. But otherwise, I'm going to kind of walk through how to do this. In the base normal game, this is honestly not crazy difficult, but once you're in New Game plus 7 and in DLC plus, his Mesmer's health is like doubled at least. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's around doubled, and so it does make it a lot more challenging. So I'm gonna get right into it. So we've got the Euporia plus 10, and you'll notice that I've got a lot of stats into Faith. We want as high as possible because that's what the Euporia skill is going to scale off of. We've got plus 8% damage from the Rakshasa set, plus 15% on the Shard of Alexander for the skill. Some people have said that it's bugged. I don't think it is. I tested it. I got more damage with it. Maybe I was testing it wrong, but regardless, it's what I use in the video. We've got this charm that gives plus 15% holy damage, and this talisman gives plus 20% damage when our health is below 20%, and I'll get more into that in a second. This talisman extends our incantation buffs, and this shield, when we've got it equipped, will give plus 5% damage when our health is below 20%. In the flask, we've got the Bloodsucking Crack tier, which increases damage by 20% and drains your HP, and then the Holy Shrouding Crack tier, which boosts holy damage by, it's like 20 or 30, I don't remember exactly. We've got Holy Vow and Howl of Shabriri. Now, here is the problem with this challenge, is that you don't want to be too insanely buffed up, and I know you're thinking, that's a lot of buffs, and well, it is. There could have been more, but you can't go through Phase 1 too quickly because the Euporia charges up based on consecutive attacks. So you have to give yourself enough time to get plenty of consecutive attacks to get into the max level so that its weapon skill lasts long enough and will deal enough damage to one-shot in Phase 2. Now, that being said, once Phase 2 starts, you want to have as much damage as possible. So what I've done, and this took me a lot of trial and error to figure out, but basically, if I used the seppuku one time and then drank this flask halfway through the buffing routine, which is pretty short, then Phase 1 would take me a certain amount of time, and then right before Phase 2 starts, I'm going to be at low enough health that this talisman and this shield's damage abilities kick in, and then I'm doing enough damage to kill him in Phase 2. Okay, there is one mistake that I made, and it is that I did not include the Sword of Light, because this weapon skill gives you, for 60 seconds, another 20% holy damage buff. I had misread that this was an aura or a body buff that would get cancelled out by my incantations. That's not true. It's a unique buff. So if I had done this when I was doing my buffing routine, I would have gotten even more damage. So if you're trying to replicate this, you should use the Sword of Light skill. That was a mistake that I only realized after recording, and I couldn't redo it because I cut it too close and was not able to quit out of the game in time, and I don't have mods. Took me a lot of tries. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, and if there's something I should know in the comments, then let me know too. So, hope you enjoyed the video.